Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you my go-to glam look that I have been so obsessed with. Anytime I'm going out, whether that's nighttime or daytime, and I want to look glam and wear a little bit of makeup, this is the look that I immediately think of and throw on my face. It's so easy, so quick to do, and I've been doing it so often lately that I throw this whole look together in under 20 minutes, maybe 30 tops if I'm listening to music and get distracted. I wanted to share this makeup look with you guys because not only is it just a really soft, like natural glam and you look put together and it's still really girly and pretty and sexy, but it's also super long wearing. I'm going to show you the products and the steps that I took to get this look to stay locked in place for hours at a time. And I'm not talking about like 3 to 4 hours. I'm talking like 10, 12, 14 plus hours. I've worn this look out at nightclubs, I've been dancing in it, I've been sweating in it, and it literally stays in place the entire time, where at the end of the night when I go to take off my makeup, I am completely amazed at how well my makeup looks at the end of the night. It's like just a tad bit of a step down from how it looks at the beginning of the night, like 10 hours ago, but still it's pretty damn impressive. My blush, my bronzer, my highlight, my foundation, concealer, everything stays in place, nothing looks patchy, and I'm just so excited to find a routine that looks soft and glam but also just lasts all day for me. And that's really hard to do, especially with the summer months coming up. I'm happy I kind of figured out this routine so I know what to do when I'm gonna be a little bit more dewy and sweaty and oily throughout the day and the night. I've been so excited to share this with you guys, so without further ado, let's get right into the makeup look. You guys, I just did the dumbest thing ever. I did my entire face routine plus my eyebrows and realized I was not recording. A message popped up in the middle of my filming that said, please press this button to activate recording mode. And I literally sat here for 20 minutes contemplating if I want to just take off everything and start all over and film it. But then I realized you guys have seen me do my foundation routine so many times. But I'm going to run over the products really quickly because these products are definitely what makes my makeup last all day. And I'll talk about them a little bit more in my current favorites video that I'm going to film after this. So you'll hear all the details of the products. You just won't see me apply them. So really quickly, to just review what I've used so far. To prime my face, I used the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I applied this all over the perimeters of my face and in the center where I want to fill in my pores and make everything look a little bit smoother. I used the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer and it looks like this. I feel like these two base products have been the only really recent changes along with the foundation that I've seen a difference in how long my makeup wears throughout the day and how well it holds up throughout the day. So that was primer. Right after primer, I went with foundation. I used the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is in the shade Warm Beige. And to apply it, I used my e.l.f. Sponge. This is an amazing sponge. This of course will be in my current favorites video. This combo makes my skin look so smooth and it applies so quickly. It's kind of a miracle. For my under eye concealer, I used the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer. I'm in the shade C5. And to set everything, of course, Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. I just did a light layer of it under my eyes and anywhere else that I have concealer. And then I just took a really big fluffy brush. This is the Real Techniques blush brush. This is like my favorite powder brush. I'll just take whatever's left on the cap, swirl it around, and then lightly dust it all over my face, because I noticed that if I don't set my face with powder and some areas that are still tacky from foundation or concealer or whatever the cream products I have underneath, my bronzer and my blush always applies really patchy. So if you feel like you have that problem, kind of just lightly set those areas, especially the back of your cheeks right here, with some powder, whether it's translucent or pressed powder, just a light dusting where it doesn't look cakey but it sets everything. That way the powder products that you put on top will glide on a lot more smooth and a lot more even. So that is literally all that I have on my face. I set everything with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. I like to set my base products so that it just locks everything in. I'm going to set my face again at the very end. And I've noticed that if you set your face right after foundation and powder and then once more at the end of your routine, my makeup stays on all night. Like, it does not budge. Bronzer, blush, highlighter, it's all still there at the end of the night. So I feel like that middle layer of setting spray really helps locks everything in. So that was the face products. My eyebrows are just the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I use medium brown for the front half and then dark brown for the tail end. So that's what I have on, and then I also set it with the Anastasia Dip Brow Gel in soft brown. Okay, so we're at the point where I realized I wasn't recording, so I'm going to jump right back into everything that I was going to do. I want to do my eyes before I apply any cheek products, just to know how heavy I should go with my cheek products, how pigmented I want my blush to be, what color blush to use. So we're going to do the eyes. So I've already primed my right eye because I was literally in the middle of priming my eyelids before I realized I was not filming. So I'm using the Milani eyeshadow primer. You can use whichever eyeshadow primer you like. But this one by Milani is literally $3, $4, maybe $5, and it works just like the Urban Decay primer does. I feel like it works even better. So let me prime my left eyelid because this one's been feeling left out the whole time. And I always press the leftover products underneath because you always put eyeshadow there anyways and you want that to stay on. The two palettes that I've been going to when I go out at night and I just don't feel like overthinking my eye look has been the Anastasia Soft Glam and then my beloved Dose of Colors. So I'm gonna go in with Burnt Orange from the Anastasia palette. So I'm gonna put this all over my crease. I've been wearing this look non-stop when I go out at night or like a glam look during the day. I wear it so often that I can literally throw this whole look together, eyes, face, lashes, lips, whatever, in probably under 20 minutes. It's just so quick, so easy. So I'm gonna go into the Foundation palette with the shade Necessary. It's just a cooler mid-tone brown color. I don't want anything too warm. I want this to be pretty neutral, so I like to blend this cooler tone on top of that burnt orange color, and it just kind of neutralizes everything. So I'm gonna go in with Rustic and Cypress Umber, kind of just blending the two. And I'm gonna put this right in the outer corner to deepen this up a little bit and smoke it out. What I love about these two palettes is that I don't have to worry about fallout ruining my foundation, because you guys know I usually do my eyes first. But again, because I've been wearing this look so much and I trust these two palettes, I don't have to worry about that. There's very minimal fallout, and if there is, I usually just wipe it off and it doesn't stain or mess up my foundation or under eye concealer. I'm just going to take that big brush that we used in the beginning. I didn't add any extra product. I'm just going to take it and blend it over everything. So I'm just going to use Tempura from the Anastasia palette, and I'm going to put this on a denser brush and kind of just brush this on my lid. And it's so great for brightening the inner corners, which is what I'm going to use today as well. So for my lower lash line, I'm just basically using the same color scheme, but instead I'm going to take just Cypress Umber on a pencil brush. This color is super pigmented. If you're going to be afraid to do your foundation first, this is the color to look out for. And you always want to meet your lower lash line to your outer crease right here, so that there's not like a weird patch of skin. You want everything to be connected and blended together. And I'm going to take Rustic, it's a really gorgeous burnt orange brown color, and I'm going to blend my lower lash line down just a smidge. So that's basically our eye look. Super easy, super quick. I'm just going to throw on some eyeliner because I want this to look a little bit more bronzy. I'm going to use the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Double Life. It just adds like a hint of something, like what has she got going on her eyes right there, but it's such a nice bronzy kind of warm shade. I'm going to use the Ciate Wonder One Gel Kohl Liner. I love this. It doesn't smudge, but it's super, super black and pigmented, and it just makes your eyes look so fierce. And I'm just going to put this in my upper lash line. I'm not going to go in the corner because I feel like that's where it tends to smudge on me and then get that weird, goopy, nasty black eye gunk throughout the night. So I tend to stay away from that area, and it also kind of keeps that area nice and bright. So I'm going to hop off camera and apply some lashes. These are the Ardell Faux Mink lashes in the style 811s. They're just really big, fluffy, flirty, really nice lashes that doesn't cover up your eye look, but adds a lot of volume and definition to your lashes. So I'm gonna hop off camera and apply these really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so lashes are on. Let's finish up with the rest of our face. I'm gonna go ahead and do my bronzer. I have been loving this e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer in the shade Forever Sun-Kissed. So that's what I'm gonna use today. I'm gonna take it on a big fluffy brush, tap off the excess, and start just warming up my face. I usually like to go a little bit darker with my bronzer if I'm going out and taking flash photography, so I always just do another light dusting of NARS Laguna bronzer on the same brush. This one is obviously a little bit deeper, and it just gives you a really nice warm glow to your whole look. And lately what I've been loving is applying my highlighter before my blush. I feel like after I apply my blush, the highlighter is a little bit more diffused and it kind of just melts in with my skin. It makes it look a lot more natural. And the highlighter I've been loving is the Be My Highlight. This is from Essence and this is their Pure Nude Highlighter. So I'm just going to take it on my Milani blush or brush and apply it right to the highest points of my cheeks. And because I'm going to go over with blush, I can go a little bit heavier on the highlight because it's just all going to get diffused and blended out. This is Flower Beauty's Flower Pot Powder Blush in the shade Peach Primrose. This literally matches with any eye look that I have. For a drugstore blush, it lasts all night long and it just looks so good. So this is just on the e.l.f. blush brush. I stamp it into the blush, tap off the excess, and instead of swiping it on my face, I'm going to literally bounce it onto my cheeks right over on top of that highlight. And you see how it blends out the highlight, like it looks crazy on this side, but it kind of just diffuses into the blush and it makes it look like you're literally glowing from within. And I always take whatever's left over and I do it right over the bridge of my nose. It just ties everything in. I want to touch up my inner corner highlight just a bit. I feel like that got blended out in the midst of lashes and mascara. So same color, the tempura color. So now I'm going to set my face again to lock in this layer of base products. I'm using the same setting spray from Urban Decay and just do a light misting of this. Once the setting spray has kind of dried and sunken into my skin, I'm going to go ahead with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in the shade 2 Medium. I'm going to take it on the same sponge that I've been working with. And I'm going to push this into the areas where I get oily, but also areas where I have larger pores. I feel like this perfects your whole look and makes your skin look like you have stockings over it. It just makes everything look so, so pretty and so satin. So I'm going to push this right onto the sides of my nose. And it also helps these areas stay matte throughout the night, so I don't look like an oil spill just happened on my face. Just a light layer. You don't want to make anything look too cakey and too heavy because too much powder is not a good thing. So by this point in my routine, I feel powdery. There was a lot of powder products that I just threw on my face, and the best, most magical thing to melt all the powder in and make it look like skin again is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. This is like my 8th or 9th bottle since this has come out and I don't ever go without it. So I always like to do a last misting of this to melt everything together but also set everything in. So I'm going to do a nice light misting of this as well. Okay, so let's finish up with the lips. My favorite lip products lately have just been a really simple, easy nude lip. Not a big surprise there, that's what I do for every single video. I've been loving the M Cosmetics True Gloss in the shade Magic Hour. You guys know this, you've seen this all over my Instagram. I absolutely love the formula, the pigmentation, the shade. It's just a really delicious, warm, nude pink color that's just so flattering on any skin tone. So I'll either do this and then do a light coating of the Patrick Ta Major Glow Lip Shine in the shade She's an Influencer. It's a really pretty like golden nude color with a lot of purple and pink shimmers all throughout, so it just catches the light in the most beautiful way. So this is a really good nude lip combo. I've been wearing that a lot, which is what I'll probably wear today. But I've also been loving Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. But for today, I think I'll do like a combo. So I'm gonna go in with the lip cheat and Pillow Talk first and just line just right outside my lip line to make my lips look a little bit fuller, but nothing too crazy. So I'm gonna do that really quick. So it's like a really subtle difference, but my lips look just a little bit powderier. So I'm gonna take the True Gloss from M Cosmetics, and again, this is in the shade Magic Hour. And just in the center of the lips, I'm gonna apply a little bit of the Patrick Ta gloss. This literally makes your lips look like juicy. It's so pretty. Alright guys, so this is the finished makeup look. This has been my go-to glam look. Super easy, super quick to do, and you just look really put together and flirty. I love how glam it is, but it's not too dramatic or too like dark and smoky where it's only for nighttime glam. I would definitely feel comfortable wearing this during the day. And the best part is that this look, with all the products that I use and the techniques that I use, literally stays on my face for hours and hours and hours. I've worn this look so many times, and honestly at the end of the night when I come home to take off my makeup, I am always astonished at how good my makeup looks at the very end of the night. Nothing is fading, nothing looks patchy, nothing is moving on me. My foundation, my under eyes, my blush products, I mean everything is still on at the end of the night. And I feel like with the different products and the steps and the techniques that I use, really helps, just locks everything in place, and you're good to go for 12 plus hours. So I hope this video was informative and helpful to you guys if you're looking for a glam look that stays in place all day. But yeah, that is it for this video guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked this makeup look. That is everything I wanted to share with you. I'm gonna go ahead and film my current favorites video, but you'll see a little bit more of like an in-depth review of all the products that I used today and just explaining why I love them so much. But yeah, that is it for this video guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.